Like I said, it's your boy Nassim, and in this video, we're going to get into how you can mess up your reverse diet. Because yes, you can mess up your reverse diet. You can think you're being conservative, but really what you're doing is pissing away time and making it harder for you to diet on the next diet, and just making yourself feel worse for no reason. So let's get into the real mistake that I made my last reverse diet. I'm also in the process of doing one now, and I believe it's almost over. And I made sure I didn't make that mistake in this reverse. So the biggest mistake that I had made was I pretty much carried it out great with the adding the calories. Usually I add in 50 to 60 calories a week. This makes sure that I'm being careful about putting on body fat and that I'm revving up my metabolism very slowly, all right? It adapts weekly. The right adaptations will occur if you do this correctly. However, you will and you should put on weight. Let me say this again. You will and you should put on weight, anywhere between 3 to 6 pounds. It's body water, it's salt, it's food in the gut. That's going to happen after a diet. You're depleted after a diet. You have nothing. You're depleted, you're dehydrated. You're carb depleted. So once the carbs begin to come back in, with carbs, that is water, all right? That is pump and bloat in the liver and the muscles. That's what it is. So you're going to gain weight. Now, always remember, there's a difference between fat and weight, or good weight and or fat. And a lot of us make this mistake when we are trying to reverse diet and come out of a diet. We don't want to put that weight back on. But I'm telling you, some of it needs to come back on for you to feel better. And if you want to diet again, it's going to be a lot easier. And that way you can get your calories up to your highest, what word do I want to use for this? I would say to your highest maintenance calorie target, right? There's a target when we're talking about maintenance. Anywhere between your body weight times 15 up to 20, right? So for me, my top end would be 170 times 20. My top end is around 3,400-ish calories. That's my top end. My low end, 170 times 15, around 25-ish, 26-ish calories, all right? You want to stay in that range with your own body weight, all right? So the mistake that I made, since I was scared to put on weight, fearful, which happens to everybody, no matter how advanced you are, I stopped the reverse diet short, and I actually lost weight, and I maintained on a lower weight than I had ended my diet on, which makes no sense because you're not really screwing up your metabolism. You're just kind of like, you're holding still. You're just messing it up. You're making yourself feel worse for a longer period of time. And then when I actually did diet again for this past diet, it made it even harder. I had to go lower in calories and I had to do way more cardio. So, this time I let myself gain weight. I stopped this one at about 167.8. And right now I'm at about 171, 172, something like that. And then I don't want to put on any more weight. I think, like I told you before, 3 to 6 pounds is about as high as it's gonna go. If it starts going over, if it starts getting up to 8, 9, 10, you're putting on some fat then. So be mindful if you don't want to put on fat. If you don't want to put on a tremendous amount of fat, you're gonna have to watch that very carefully. I don't even want to do this, but it needs to be done. Because the next time I diet, I want to diet on, not necessarily diet on higher calories. I just want to get my maintenance up. So the next time I'm done with my diet, rest assured I'll be at least 3,000 calories, at least. And that's pretty good for somebody that's my size. That's damn good. So I'm shooting for that. And the weight's up, all right? So that is the number one thing. Add those 50 calories a week, every week, build that metabolism up. You're gonna feel better, look better, sleep better, have more food in a shorter amount of time, and make sure that weight goes up. Because the thing is, sometimes when you add food, the weight will go down. That means you're still in a deficit. So we don't want to be in a deficit. So just keep on. The next week, if the weight goes down, the next week, add 100 calories. Keep it like that. The next week, if it stays the same, add 50. Keep on adding 50 until you start to gain weight. When you gain weight for that next week, wait for another week. If it stays there, leave everything the same. If it keeps going up, take away 50 or 100. If it remains there again, if you want to, you can add 50 calories or just keep it there. It's like whatever, there's no real main rules. It's all about what you want to see in the mirror and what you want your weight and body fat to remain at, or whether you don't mind and going up in body fat a little bit for your next cut. It's all up to what you want. So you're gonna have to have a vision of your mind to see and have a plan of how you want to look. You have to have a game plan going in. You have to say to yourself, when I'm on this revert, it's just like a regular diet. You have to have a game plan. How many calories do I want to eat at the end, and how much body fat do I want to have, and how long am I comfortable? How long of a diet am I comfortable with doing after the reverse? Because 9 times out of 10, you're going to have to do another diet. Whether it be a mini cut or a regular diet, you're going to have to do one. So have this all written down, write it down. Now we have a plan of action. This is what we're going to do. All right, y'all, I'm out of here. Like, share, subscribe. And remember, failure, no such thing. Failure is just, on a stairwell, a failure is just, you walking up, you got 100 steps to go. You on step 2, you failed. All right, step back. 3, 4, 5, failed. Step out. 7, 8, 9, 10, and so on. All right, I'm out of here.